Ever pondered how something as routine as your daily habits, your morning coffee, the way you sit, or even how often you talk to someone could slowly be draining your sexual stamina without you even realizing it? For many men and women over 70, sexuality isn't just a physical act. It's a deeply emotional connection to life, vitality, confidence, and love. It's the feeling of still being alive. Yet quietly and consistently, certain daily behaviors are stripping away that part of you. Not in a sudden, dramatic fashion, but silently, like a slow leak in a tire. And by the time most people realize it, the damage has already taken root. Fatigue, low desire, performance struggles, or emotional disconnection. You're not broken. You're not past your prime. But these 6 harmful habits, if left unchecked, may convince you otherwise. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell, so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. 1. Sitting too much. The silent saboteur of circulation. Sitting feels harmless, comfortable even. After all, by the time we reach our 70s, we've earned a little rest, right? But what many don't realize is that prolonged sitting is one of the most dangerous habits, quietly sabotaging your sexual stamina. Every hour spent motionless in a recliner, at the breakfast table, or in front of the television is another hour your blood circulation slows down. And that decrease in circulation doesn't just affect your heart, it directly impacts your sexual organs. Blood flow is essential for sexual function. It nourishes tissue, supports nerve sensitivity, and fuels arousal. Without it, your body becomes sluggish, your response is dull, and your stamina fades without warning. For men, reduced blood flow can lead to difficulty achieving or maintaining an erection. For women, it can cause decreased sensation and lubrication. Over time, this lack of stimulation can slowly convince you that your desire is gone. But it's not. It's simply being suffocated by inactivity. What's more concerning is that sitting too much doesn't just weaken your body, it weakens your confidence. When your muscles atrophy and your energy levels drop, you begin to feel like intimacy is a thing of the past. But the truth is, even light, regular movement like standing up once an hour, walking around the house, or doing a few stretches can reactivate your circulation and reignite your physical connection to your body. You don't need to run marathons. You just need to move. A little bit each day can change everything. Your body is waiting to feel alive again, and your vitality is still there. It's just been sitting too long in silence. But movement is only the beginning. What you choose to eat at the start of your day might be the next big mistake, quietly stealing your strength. Let's uncover the second habit that could be damaging your stamina every single morning. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're with me. Now let's move on to point number 2. 2. Skipping protein at breakfast, starving your hormones. Most seniors grew up hearing that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but what's often overlooked is what you're actually putting on the plate. After age 70, skipping protein in the morning is a quiet daily mistake that can slowly drain your sexual stamina. Many older adults settle for toast, jam, a banana, or just a cup of coffee. It feels light and easy, but without protein, your body starts the day without the critical building blocks it needs to support hormone production, especially testosterone and dopamine, 2 key players in desire, energy, and stamina. Protein provides amino acids that fuel your endocrine system. Without it, your ability to produce and regulate hormones weakens. That means even if you feel like you want intimacy, your body may not have the resources to follow through. Over time, low protein intake in the morning creates a hormonal fog, reduced drive, fatigue, irritability, and difficulty maintaining performance. The longer this pattern continues, the more disconnected you become from your own physical rhythm. You may chalk it up to aging, but in reality, it's nutritional neglect. Reclaiming your energy doesn't require drastic changes. Simple swaps like adding a hard-boiled egg, a spoonful of Greek yogurt, a handful of almonds, or a scoop of protein powder into your breakfast can begin to reverse this decline. Even modest improvements can reawaken the chemistry that fuels sexual desire and endurance. Your hormones are still working, they just need better support. So before you reach for that carb-heavy, sugary meal tomorrow, ask yourself, is it feeding your strength or starving your vitality? But even the best diet can fall short if your emotional world is empty. Could the real reason behind fading desire be something even more subtle, like the absence of daily affection? Let's explore the third hidden habit that may be quietly eroding your intimacy. 3. Avoiding touch and affection. The emotional erosion. As we grow older, touch often becomes less frequent, not because it's no longer needed, but because life quietly shifts away from it. Children grow up, partners pass on, and social circles shrink. For many seniors, daily affection becomes rare, and this slow disappearance of physical closeness can have a profound impact on sexual stamina. Human beings are wired to thrive on touch. It's not just about intimacy, it's about connection, reassurance, and emotional grounding. Every time you hug someone, hold a hand, or share a gentle touch, your body releases oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone. This hormone plays a key role in increasing trust, deepening relationships, and fueling desire. When affection is missing, your emotional world begins to dry up. You may not notice it at first, but over time, a kind of numbness sets in. Less interest in closeness, a fading sense of connection to your own body, and eventually a loss of motivation for intimacy altogether. It's not that your sexual stamina is gone, it's that the emotional spark that fuels it has quietly burned out. Many seniors misinterpret this as aging, when in fact, it's emotional isolation. The good news is that affection doesn't have to be romantic to be powerful. A warm hug from a grandchild, a shoulder touch from a friend, or even cuddling a pet can reignite those dormant emotional circuits. You can train your brain to remember what closeness feels like, and when you do, you may be surprised how quickly your desire for intimacy returns. But emotional reconnection is only part of the equation. If your body is quietly struggling from the inside out, no amount of affection will fully restore what's missing. Could something as simple as water be silently draining your energy and desire? Let's look at the fourth habit that may be drying up your sexual stamina without you even knowing it. If you're still watching and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're here. Now let's keep going with point number 4. 4. Chronic dehydration, drying out your vitality. Many seniors don't realize they're dehydrated, not severely, but just enough for it to quietly chip away at their health day after day. As you age, your sense of thirst naturally decreases, which makes it easy to go hours, or even most of the day, without drinking enough water. You may not feel thirsty, but your body is already paying the price. Dehydration affects far more than just your energy levels or digestion. It directly impacts your sexual stamina in ways that are often overlooked. Water is essential for maintaining healthy blood flow, and good circulation is the foundation of sexual performance and responsiveness. Without proper hydration, blood becomes thicker, and your heart has to work harder to move it through your body. That means your sexual organs may not get the blood supply they need to function optimally. For men, this can result in weaker or shorter-lasting erections. For women, it can lead to dryness, discomfort, and reduced sensitivity. Beyond the physical effects, dehydration also contributes to fatigue, irritability, brain fog, and a loss of interest in intimacy, further draining your desire and confidence. The fix is refreshingly simple. Keep a bottle of water nearby throughout the day. Sip regularly, even if you're not thirsty. Add a slice of lemon or cucumber if plain water doesn't appeal to you. Herbal teas and water-rich fruits can also help. Hydration isn't just about staying healthy, it's about feeling vibrant, energized, and fully alive in your own body. Yet even with perfect hydration, there's one group of muscles that most seniors forget to train. Muscles that are absolutely essential for maintaining sexual strength. If they're weak, your stamina suffers. Are you unknowingly ignoring the core of your sexual power? Let's uncover the 5th daily habit that's silently stealing your strength from the inside out. 5. Neglecting pelvic floor exercises, losing your foundation. Hidden beneath the surface of your everyday movements lies a group of muscles that quietly support your bladder, bowel, and most importantly, your sexual function. These are your pelvic floor muscles, and after age 70, they begin to weaken unless you intentionally keep them strong. Neglecting them is one of the most overlooked reasons for reduced sexual stamina in older adults. These muscles form the foundation of your core, helping to maintain control, sensation, and strength during intimacy. When they weaken, everything from arousal to climax can become more difficult, frustrating, or even impossible. For men, weak pelvic floor muscles can lead to erectile difficulties, urinary leakage, and shorter endurance. For women, they can result in decreased sensitivity, vaginal dryness, and a lack of control over the muscles that make intimacy pleasurable. Many seniors assume these changes are simply a part of aging, but the truth is they're often the result of years of muscular neglect. The good news? Pelvic floor muscles can be strengthened at any age with a simple practice known as Kegel exercises. By contracting and releasing these muscles for just a few minutes a day, you can regain control, improve stamina, and even restore confidence in your body. No gym required, no equipment needed, just consistency and a little awareness. Think of it as strength training for your sexual health. Quiet, effective, and profoundly empowering. And here's the best part. Results don't take years. Many seniors notice improvement in just a few weeks. Your body is still capable, it simply needs attention in the right places. But while the body can be rebuilt, the mind often holds back more than we realize. Could buried emotions or unspoken stress be the final hidden force draining your desire? The answer lies in the sixth and most subtle habit of all, one that affects not just your body, but your entire sense of self. 6. Emotional suppression, the mental weight that kills desire. At this stage in life, you've likely lived through more than most. Loss, change, stress, joy, disappointment, and everything in between. But for many seniors, especially men, those emotions were never openly expressed. Growing up in a time when feelings were tucked away or dismissed as weakness, emotional suppression became a way of life. But now that habit is quietly working against you, chipping away at your sexual stamina without you even realizing it. When emotions are bottled up, grief, resentment, loneliness, even unspoken fears, they don't disappear. They manifest as tension in the body, as chronic stress, as fatigue. This internal burden creates mental fog, lowers testosterone, disrupts dopamine, and leaves you feeling disconnected from your own body and your partner. Over time, the emotional weight becomes so heavy that desire no longer rises. You may feel numb, disinterested, or incapable of responding to touch, not because your body has failed, but because your heart is carrying too much. Releasing those emotions doesn't mean breaking down or revisiting trauma. Sometimes it's as simple as talking to someone, whether it's a close friend, a counselor, or even writing your thoughts in a journal. It's giving your feelings permission to exist. It's acknowledging the stress, the sadness, or the longing and letting it pass through instead of letting it take root. When you free up mental space, your energy returns, your presence sharpens, your body responds. You've spent a lifetime being strong for everyone else. Now it's time to be emotionally present for yourself. Because the truth is, your sexual stamina is deeply tied to your emotional freedom. And if you've made it this far, you've already taken the first step. Awareness. Now, let's bring it all together. With every habit exposed, what practical actions can you start today to rebuild the stamina, confidence, and vitality you thought were gone? It's time to move forward with intention. What you can do, starting today. The most powerful truth about your health after 70 is this. It's never too late to change. No matter how long these 6 silent habits have been part of your daily life, today can be the day you start turning things around. And you don't need a complete overhaul, just small, consistent choices made with intention and care. Start by standing and moving every hour. It could be a short walk around the house, a few steps on the porch, or gentle stretches while watching TV. Movement restores circulation, improves energy, and sends a powerful message to your body that you are still active, still strong, still in control. When you wake up, skip the toast and jam. Choose a breakfast that fuels your hormones, eggs, Greek yogurt, nuts, or a protein shake. It sets the tone for your entire day. Then look for opportunities to connect. Hug someone. Hold hands, sit close. If you live alone, reach out to friends or family. Even a 5-minute call can reawaken your emotional energy. Keep water nearby and sip regularly, even when you don't feel thirsty. Your body thrives when hydrated, and that vitality is felt in every cell, including those tied to intimacy. Don't forget your pelvic floor. Commit 5 minutes each morning to gentle Kegel exercises, contracting and releasing those deep internal muscles that silently support your sexual strength. And finally, give your emotions space. Speak them, write them, feel them. Healing begins with honesty, and your body follows where your heart leads. You are not past your prime. You are standing at the threshold of a new kind of strength, one shaped by wisdom, choice, and self-respect. The habits that have drained you can be replaced by actions that restore you. Start small, start now, because the longer you wait, the more life and intimacy you're missing out on. A final word from the doctor. Aging does not mean fading. It means evolving. And with evolution comes the responsibility to care for ourselves in deeper, more meaningful ways. The truth is, your sexual stamina isn't something that simply disappears with time. It's shaped, strengthened, or slowly weakened by the small choices you make every day. And for far too many seniors, these daily habits, sitting too long, skipping protein, avoiding touch, staying dehydrated, neglecting pelvic health, and burying emotions, have quietly taken a toll on the part of life that brings passion, intimacy, and connection. But this story doesn't have to end with loss. It can begin again with awareness, action, and self-compassion. Your body still wants to serve you. Your mind still longs for connection. Your spirit still carries desire. It's just waiting to be acknowledged, nourished, and revived. Sexual stamina isn't about youth or performance. It's about feeling connected to yourself, comfortable in your body, and capable of sharing that connection with someone else if you choose. You are not alone in this journey. Countless men and women in their 70s, 80s, and beyond are rediscovering joy in touch, power in movement, and confidence in their ability to feel again. It starts with letting go of shame, of old messages that told you pleasure was no longer appropriate, of habits that dulled your senses. It continues by choosing every day to care for your muscles, your hormones, your hydration, your emotions, and your heart. This is your invitation to return to yourself, not the version you were at 40, but the version you can be now, wise, intentional, and alive. If you've made it this far, you've already proven one thing: you care. And that care is the key to everything. You can reclaim your stamina, you can reignite your energy, and you can experience intimacy in a way that is more grounded, more satisfying, and more real than ever before. Your future isn't written in decline, it's written in choice. Choose to rise, choose to reconnect, choose to feel fully alive, starting today. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own. Men in their 60s and 70s still exude strength, confidence, and vitality, while others quietly fade into a life of fatigue, low desire, and quiet frustration. It's not always genetics, and it's certainly not just getting old. Often, the real difference lies in one simple yet powerful truth: the body after 60 needs support, especially when it comes to testosterone and circulation. These two factors are the lifeblood of a man's energy, mood, muscle, and yes, his ability to experience pleasure and perform sexually. But here's the catch. After 60, testosterone production naturally declines. Blood vessels begin to stiffen. Nitric oxide levels plummet. The result? Weaker erections, lower libido, a frustrating sense of disconnection from yourself and your partner. That's why today, as your trusted doctor and guide in aging well, I'm urging you to pay close attention to two scientifically supported supplements that can reignite what aging quietly tries to steal: zinc and magnesium. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. Let's begin with the first nutrient, a truly essential key to maintaining male sexual health after the age of 60. 1. Zinc. the foundation of male vitality after 60. Zinc is not just another mineral on your supplement label. For older men, it's a biological cornerstone, silently powering many of the systems that begin to slow down with age. From testosterone production to sperm health, blood circulation, and even emotional balance, zinc plays a profound role in how alive, strong, and sexually capable you feel as the years go by. One of zinc's most powerful effects is its direct involvement in testosterone synthesis. Testosterone isn't just a hormone, it's your body's internal engine of strength, vitality, confidence, and desire. It fuels the muscle mass that protects your frame, the energy that drives your day, and the libido that connects you to your sense of masculinity. As men age, testosterone levels naturally decline, often leading to fatigue, mood changes, decreased sexual desire, and weaker erections. But here's the good news. Zinc helps turn that process around by stimulating luteinizing hormone, which tells your testes to produce more testosterone naturally. Zinc's influence doesn't stop there. Another critical reason it's so important for men over 60 is its ability to block the conversion of testosterone into estrogen. This is something many men don't realize is happening in their bodies. As testosterone declines, a higher percentage of what remains may be converted to estrogen, especially if belly fat increases, a common occurrence in aging men. Elevated estrogen in men can lead to mood swings, increased body fat around the chest and abdomen, and diminished libido. Zinc inhibits the aromatase enzyme responsible for this conversion, helping you maintain a healthier balance of hormones and preserve the masculine edge that aging so often tries to dull. But perhaps the most noticeable benefit of zinc is its impact on blood flow, especially where it matters most. Zinc boosts the production of nitric oxide, a molecule that relaxes and widens blood vessels. For men dealing with weaker erections or slower arousal, this is a game changer. Improved nitric oxide means better blood flow to the penis, leading to firmer, more sustained erections and a renewed sense of responsiveness and intimacy. This is not a theory, it's backed by clinical research and confirmed by thousands of older men who have felt the difference firsthand. Zinc also supports dopamine regulation in the brain, a neurotransmitter essential for arousal, motivation, and pleasure. As you age, dips in dopamine can leave you feeling flat, emotionally and physically. Zinc helps restore this balance, enhancing your mental clarity, emotional resilience, and overall sexual experience. It's not just about the act, it's about how connected and alive you feel while sharing those intimate moments. Now, here's something most men miss. Not all zinc supplements are created equal. Some forms of zinc are poorly absorbed and can irritate the stomach. Others pass through the body without ever delivering the benefits you need. That's why choosing the right type of zinc is absolutely critical. Look for highly absorbable forms like zinc picolinate, zinc citrate, zinc gluconate, or zinc bisglycinate. These are scientifically proven to offer superior absorption and effectiveness. On the other hand, avoid cheap and ineffective forms like zinc oxide, zinc sulfate, or zinc chloride. They're more likely to cause discomfort and offer little benefit. The optimal dosage for men over 60 is between 10 and 30 milligrams per day, taken with food for better absorption. And remember, consistency is key. This isn't a one-time fix. It's a daily investment in your vitality, your confidence, and your ability to enjoy life on your own terms. Zinc isn't just about restoring what time is taken, it's about reigniting what's still inside you. It's about showing up fully in your life, your relationships, and your private moments with strength, energy, and pride. And when taken properly, zinc delivers. But what if I told you there's another nutrient, equally vital, equally powerful, that amplifies everything zinc does and adds even more benefits of its own? That's right. Coming up next, we'll uncover the secret role of magnesium and why this mineral could be the missing link to unlocking deeper sleep, lower stress, and dramatically improved sexual health. Stay with me. You don't want to miss what's next. 2. Magnesium, the silent power behind blood flow, strength, and hormonal balance. If zinc is the spark, then magnesium is the engine that keeps everything running smoothly, especially after 60. It's often overlooked, rarely talked about in doctor visits, and yet it's one of the most essential nutrients for any man who wants to stay strong, sexually capable, and emotionally balanced as he ages. Magnesium isn't just another mineral. It's the quiet powerhouse that supports nearly every system connected to male performance, from testosterone production and circulation to stress regulation and sleep quality. And after 60, your need for it increases dramatically. What makes magnesium so vital for older men? It all begins with blood flow. As men age, arteries and blood vessels tend to stiffen. The body produces less nitric oxide, the natural molecule responsible for relaxing those vessels and allowing blood to move freely, especially to the penis. Without proper blood flow, erections become weaker, less reliable, and more frustrating. Magnesium helps reverse this process by supporting healthy nitric oxide production and acting as a natural vasodilator. That means it physically helps widen blood vessels, allowing oxygen-rich blood to reach your most intimate areas more efficiently and more consistently. For many men, this alone results in firmer erections and a greater sense of physical responsiveness. But magnesium's role doesn't stop at circulation. It also plays a critical part in your body's hormonal balance, specifically by increasing your levels of free testosterone. Unlike total testosterone, which includes both active and inactive forms, free testosterone is the type your body can actually use to fuel energy, muscle strength, sex drive, and confidence. Magnesium reduces the levels of sex hormone, binding globulin, SHBG, a protein that binds to testosterone and renders it inactive. When SHBG is lowered, more testosterone remains available to do what it's supposed to do. That means more vitality, better sexual performance, and increased drive, both in and out of the bedroom. Stress is another silent factor that undermines male health after 60. Cortisol, your body's primary stress hormone, rises with age and with emotional strain. High cortisol doesn't just make you feel anxious or tired, it actually suppresses testosterone production, interferes with sleep, and constricts blood vessels. It's one of the biggest hidden drivers of erectile dysfunction in older men. Here's where magnesium works its quiet magic. It calms the nervous system, lowers cortisol levels, and promotes a sense of relaxation and mental clarity. That alone is life-changing for many men who've been feeling drained, restless, or emotionally disconnected. And then there's sleep. Most men don't realize that testosterone is produced primarily during deep sleep, especially in the early hours of the night. If your sleep is fragmented, shallow, or disrupted by stress, your testosterone levels can plummet. Magnesium enhances the production of melatonin, the hormone that regulates your sleep-wake cycles, helping you fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and get the kind of restorative rest that builds your hormones, your energy, and your focus for the next day. What's equally important is choosing the right form of magnesium. Not all supplements are created equal, and this is especially true for magnesium. You want highly absorbable forms that are gentle on the stomach and deliver results. The best options include magnesium glycinate for deep sleep and relaxation, magnesium citrate for circulation and digestion, magnesium taurate for heart health and blood flow, and magnesium malate for muscle recovery and physical energy. If mental clarity is your goal, magnesium L-threonate may help improve cognitive function and focus. These forms do not just sit in your stomach, they get to work where your body needs them most. Avoid inferior forms like magnesium oxide, sulfate, or aspartate. These are poorly absorbed, can cause gastrointestinal distress, and offer little therapeutic benefit. Unfortunately, they are often the ones found in cheap supplements on store shelves. For best results, aim to take 300 to 400 milligrams of high-quality magnesium daily, preferably in the evening. Why? Because that's when its calming effects can help wind your body down, prepare you for deep sleep, and optimize recovery. Many men report noticeable improvements in mood, sleep, and performance within just a few weeks. Magnesium isn't just a supplement, it's a reset button, helping your body return to its natural rhythm, restoring hormonal balance, and enhancing blood flow in ways you may not have experienced in years. When paired with zinc, its effects are even more powerful, working synergistically to awaken energy, confidence, and intimacy that may have felt out of reach for far too long. Now that you understand how zinc and magnesium work together to rebuild what time has tried to take away, let's talk about what you can do starting today to reclaim your strength, restore your confidence, and reignite your vitality, no matter your age. What comes next may be the most important decision you make for your health this year. 3. What you need to do starting today. Knowledge means nothing without action. Now that you've learned the powerful role that zinc and magnesium play in revitalizing testosterone and improving blood flow after 60, the most important step is not just to understand, but to begin. Because every day you wait, your body continues down a path of quiet decline. But every day you choose to act, even in small ways, you create momentum towards strength, vitality, and intimate confidence. The first thing you need to do is assess your current habits, honestly and without shame. Ask yourself, am I feeling as energized, confident, and sexually responsive as I want to be? Am I waking up refreshed or feeling drained? Do I find myself pulling away from intimacy or feeling frustrated by my body's unpredictability? If your answer is yes to any of these, it's time to make changes, not drastic ones, but consistent, meaningful shifts that restore what aging has slowly eroded. Begin by incorporating a high-quality zinc supplement into your daily routine. Look for zinc picolinate, citrate, gluconate, or bis-glycinate, the forms best absorbed and utilized by the body. Take it with food to improve absorption and reduce the risk of stomach upset. Start with 15-30 milliliters daily, depending on your needs and your doctor's advice. Avoid inferior types like zinc oxide or sulfate, which offer poor bioavailability and minimal benefits. Next, add magnesium, specifically in the evening when your body is winding down and preparing for rest. Choose forms like magnesium glycinate for sleep and stress, magnesium citrate for circulation, or magnesium taurate for heart and vascular support. A dose of 300-400 milligrams per night is a solid starting point for most men over 60. Again, skip the cheap versions like magnesium oxide or sulfate, which pass through your system without meaningful absorption. These two simple additions to your daily life can begin to restore hormone balance, boost energy, reduce stress, and improve sexual performance in noticeable ways. But supplements alone are not magic pills. They work best when paired with lifestyle decisions that support their effects. Hydration is key. Blood can't flow well through dry, sticky vessels. Make sure you're drinking enough water, at least 6 to 8 cups a day, and more if you live in a hot climate or take medications that dehydrate you. Move your body every day. This doesn't mean punishing workouts or lifting heavy weights. A brisk 20-minute walk, some light stretching, or simple bodyweight exercises like squats and leg raises can increase circulation, boost nitric oxide, and naturally support testosterone. Physical activity also improves your response to magnesium by encouraging better sleep and lowering cortisol. Sleep is your body's natural time for repair and hormone production. If you're cutting corners here, you're undermining everything else. Magnesium will help, but you must give yourself the opportunity. Go to bed earlier, dim the lights at night, avoid screens before bed, and keep your sleeping space cool, dark, and quiet. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of uninterrupted rest. Finally, cut back on the habits that quietly destroy your progress. Excessive sugar, processed foods, alcohol, and stress drain your body of essential nutrients like zinc and magnesium. Replace these with whole foods rich in minerals, leafy greens, nuts, seeds, legumes, and lean proteins. Every smart food choice becomes another vote for your health, your energy, and your longevity. And remember, the goal here is not perfection, it's progress. One step at a time. You didn't lose your vitality overnight, and you won't regain it overnight either. But the process begins the moment you decide that you're worth the effort, that your quality of life matters, that intimacy is not just something for the young, it's something for the bold, the willing, and the informed. So start today. Don't overthink. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Take your first zinc capsule with lunch. Sip your magnesium before bed. Walk around the block. Drink another glass of water. These are small choices, but they are powerful ones. They are declarations that you refuse to settle, that your best years are not behind you. They are ahead of you, waiting for you to claim them. Because the truth is, you have far more control over your health than you've been led to believe. And when you give your body what it truly needs, nutrients, movement, rest, and care, it responds, sometimes quickly, often quietly, but always faithfully. Now is your time. Let today be the day you step into your strength, your clarity, your full potential, not just for you, but for the people you love, the partner who cherishes you, and the man inside who still wants to live boldly and love fully. Conclusion: reclaim what time tried to take. Aging is not a surrender. It is a transition, one that reveals what truly matters: strength, clarity, and connection. And while the body changes, your power to influence those changes remains. What you've learned today about zinc and magnesium isn't just information, it's an invitation. An invitation to reclaim what time, stress, and neglect may have gradually worn down. Your energy, your drive, and your ability to fully experience life, love, and intimacy. These aren't exotic or expensive solutions. They're natural, proven, and within reach. By consistently supporting your body with the right forms of zinc and magnesium, you're not just chasing a feeling, you're rebuilding the biological foundation of your masculinity. You're making a statement that even after 60, you can be strong, you can be passionate, and you can be present in every way that matters. Don't wait for another year to pass you by. Don't accept decline as your destiny. Start with one action, one supplement, one small decision to show up for yourself. Because when you do, your body responds, your mind sharpens, your spirit lifts, and your life opens in ways that are not just possible, but powerful. You deserve to feel like yourself again. Start now. The best is still ahead. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.